Now in this video we're going to discuss the very important global variable, which is server, which is very helpful in a lot of things, a lot of things. So now let's say you have this form over here and you are checking whether it is the post request or get request. How you will gonna do it? Simple as that. First of all, let me show you the demo of one thing. There is a PHP function print r which used to print the array in a very formatted way, and we can echo it with the HTML pre tag is actually render or display the array or object in a very proper line by line format. So if I save it here, come back and refresh. Sorry, we don't need a request to the new, we need a request to test. And as you can see, we got whole bunch of information. And what this server global variable hold, it hold all the values, all the information about the script, the server, the host, the browser that you are using, and the references that are coming from the URL and everything. The request, the file which you are using to submit the request, the file that you are currently using to process the script, the URL, which URL you are targeting, which is the base name, which is the file name, everything. So let's go over this. Most of them are pretty much useless to look into. I will just gonna cover the important one. Like temp is a temporary directory of our server. Host name, we have a local server, local host, so it is saying localhost. Otherwise, if you are using a GoDaddy, Hostinger, or SiteGround, it will gonna show their server names. User agent, as you can see, I'm using Mozilla, so it is showing me Mozilla and also showing my operating system and everything. Now it is showing HTTP accept. It is showing what are the formats this request and this page test.php is taking. It is taking HTML, application XHTML, and so on and so on. Language, it is showing it is English, US, encoding gzip and so on. Connection, keep alive, that's good. A whole bunch of thing, nothing to worry about. These path, it is showing the path to the file which is running it. In your case, it would be totally different. It would be the path to your online server. System root, again, there will be different very useful things to capture when you are going through the path and directories. Server signature and everything. Server software, it is showing you Apache. Server name, localhost, once again. Server address, the default one, you will have different one. Server port, remote address, everything is showing here. Request schema, HTTP, if you are using a secure HTTPS, it will gonna show the HTTPS, remote port, and the very important things are here down below. Request method, this is the one that you will gonna use the most. It is gonna define you that whether you are coming with the get method or post method. By the way, every single URL that you send to a server, it is a get request every time, because you are getting something, you are taking information from the server. It will only be the post when you submit it through the form with the method post. Otherwise, all the URLs, even this Google, when you are doing this, it is a get request. The second most common one that you will gonna use is a request URI. It will gonna give you the path, the directory of file that you are currently running the script from. So in our case, htdocs was our root file or root directory, I'm sorry. So from that, our path is course and new.php, sorry, test.php. So it is showing this course test.php. Script name, again, we haven't defined, so it is giving the path. Self, PHP self is again the same file that running the script. And this is the very important. Now let's have a look the use of it. For instance, our button doesn't have a name. And now how we will gonna check if the form was submitted or not? For this, we can simply use a proper professional way, server, and here request method, and we will not gonna say is submit because it is always there with the get by default. Only it will be post when we will submit it. So if we say if the post request is method, then only then process this. Save it, come back over here. 1 second, let me hide this, save it, and now let me resubmit the form. 1 second, we have to remove that as well, otherwise it will gonna go to the new .php which we don't want. Refresh, submit. Only submitting if the method is post. If I say it is get, then it will not gonna display. Just look at it, you see nothing happened. So this is one of the most important use of server, and then you can get all the important information like which directory you are targeting, which file that you are running the code through, and everything. It is a very important and valuable. And if you are using a multi-language website, you can simply get the language that you are currently using the server variable. So very helpful thing. You can dig into it if you have any question, and if you are thinking that I missed something, just let me know and I will gonna cover that. Don't worry. Take care for now. Bye bye.